Hello there, my name is Davis and welcome back to the Real Valladolid Career Mode series, and it is time, judging by you probably know by the title of the episode, but it is time for a very early title decider against Atletico Madrid. Currently, they are 4 points clear of us in the league table. They were both unbeaten. They are, I think, perfect record to 15 wins out of 15, I want to say. We've drawn two, and I can't see them dropping many more points for the rest of the season. So a big crunch match, really. Going to rely on that man there, Renier, to hopefully take us to victory. But in front of our own fans, under the lights, it is raining. A little bit of rain on the pitch. Hopefully can contribute to some defensive errors and some chances for us. But a full strength side. We've got Almada over James Rodriguez on the left attacking mid. Just for that extra bit of pace. Hopefully break the lines. But enough from me. Let us take on last year's champions. Jonathan David's got isolated with Felipe. He's got the pace. This is a real chance. We need to take this. And we do! Come on! Jonathan David's been off the boil a little bit for the last couple of games and episodes. But you get him isolated one-on-one against any sort of defender in the world, and he will have the pace to get beyond them. Felipe probably getting on a little bit now, just unable to keep up with him. And All Black, just too much power. Gets onto that near post, doesn't react quick enough, and just on half time we get our goal. Last kick of the first half, and we go in half time 1-0 up. Very tentative game so far. Atletico Madrid had a lot of possession. They had an early chance through João Felix, but as of yet unable to really test us. And we only had that one chance through Jonathan David, really, and we were able to take it so far. Plans working so far. Almada and Neres and our front two very fast, able to hit them very quickly on the counter attack. And the one chance we've had to really successfully do it, we've pulled it off. Hopefully we can keep them out in the second half. Comes and collects her as well. Renier, edge of the box. Oh, what a save that is. 9 times out of 10 he's scoring them, but you're not always playing against Jan Oblak in net. And that is a fantastic save from the Atletico number 13. Almada wins it high. Very well worked. Renier. Scoop chip. And there it is. That's what we wanted. There he is. Our R9. Our Brazilian unbelievable talent. And that more or less should see us through to the end of the game. The little scoop turn just to get away from the defender. He's done it multiple times this season. Edge of the box. On that right foot. Picks his spot, and the power to put it past Jan Oblak. That is absolutely sublime. We take this tie, take control of it, 2-0, and a chance to make some substitutions, I think. Almada will make way for Orellana. Neres for Ethan Ampadu for Nkanku, just to make that midfield a little bit more defensive. And David Jonathan David for Bratberg, I think, and I think I'll be happy with that. Hopefully we can see out this game kept Atletico Madrid very quiet. João Felix going for the spectacular, plays in Goretzka, and Diego Carlos there once again. A fantastic game from the Brazilian. He has dominated the front two of Atletico Madrid. Ampadu, body on the line, that's what we love to see. Get it gone. At 94 minutes, we get ourselves back into the title race. We peg Atletico Madrid back, continue our unbeaten run, and we end their perfect run of games. 2-0 to the boys in purple and white, and we are now 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. So a massive victory gets us back into the title race. 1 point between us and Atletico Madrid. You do love to see it. I'm not sure who they play. They play Leganes away, so I mean they're way down the bottom. Leganes 17th place. Can't imagine Atletico Madrid dropping points there. So they'll just continue their charge, I imagine. But thankfully, a little bit of respite for us. After a pretty tough run of fixtures, to be honest. Last game now, before a small winter break against Deportivo Alaves. It should be a very much winnable game on the simulation. Then a couple of weeks off before a game against Barcelona in the Supercopa. Something we have won already in our second season, but we won't be focusing heavily on that. Obviously, we'll have enough time in between. We'll play a strong side, but it won't be a great focus of mine for this season. Before then, a relatively easy couple of games against Leganes and Deportivo. Both of them in the bottom 5, I believe. Real Betis, last couple of days of the transfer window, will be a tricky one before going back to Alaves. Probably for the end of the episode before facing Atletico Madrid once again within the 2 games within a month or a month and a half. That should probably be another very big one. If they haven't dropped points up until that point, then it'll be a chance for us to overtake them finally. Or perhaps, if the other way around, a chance for them to pull away from us. We come up against Club Brugge again in the Europa League. We got drawn against them in the round of 64 last season. We dismantled them pretty successfully, so hopefully we can do the same there. But there's many games to come before there, so we'll get into our game against Alaves, full strength side. Think we'll keep her as is. Oriana maybe starting over Almada, and yeah, happy with that. Save changes, and we should be able to. If we lose against Alaves, I know it's away, but I am going to be very bitter considering. There's no such luck of me losing to Alves. A 6-0 win. And Kanku again, the computer giving him the goals. 2 for him, 1 for Neres, 1 for Jonathan David. And both our centre-backs getting in on the action this season. Goals for both of them. No injuries. 1 yellow card to Theo Hernandez. And a very nice way to end the first half of the season. Okay, so we've made it to the Barcelona game, and we've also made it into the January transfer window. We have had 1 bid in so far for Renier of Chelsea. 87 million is slowly creeping up in price. but he is absolutely invaluable to us, and he is not getting sold anytime soon. He will stay at the club as long as I can possibly hold on to him for. In terms of any other news, after we get through this this press conference quickly, build the lads' morale up, play in any stadium. There's a possibility Barcelona can match us. Can't see us adding many players to us in the transfer window. But yeah, there's currently the UEFA Team of the Year announcements being made. Trent Alexander-Arnold of PSG, Süle of PSG, De Ligt of Juventus, and Longley of Barcelona. Unfortunately, none of our lads make it to the defenders shortlist. And same for the midfielder shortlist: Frankie de Jong of Barca, Saul of Atletico, Rodri of Man City, and Arthur at Napoli currently all make the list. Souček, currently think he plays for West Ham at the moment, which is an interesting one. But a little bit of news for our team in particular. We have 3 of the 4 nominees for this year's, December's Player of the Month shortlist, and Nkunku, Renier, and Jonathan David all make it alongside Ousmane Dembele. So it'd be nice to see them get a win. I haven't seen. I imagine some of my players have won it at some point during our 3-4 seasons. But I can't remember seeing it actually. But enough of that. We shall get into the Barca game. Just one change I think I'm going to make. Jonathan David's going to drop to the bench. Bratberg was requested to start. Will get his start. I think I'll leave it like that for now. Happy with that. And let's get into the game. Raining once again in Spain. Shock. Starting to question whether or not we're actually in Spain. I'd say 40-50% of our games that we've actually played on this career mode, I'd say it probably had rain in them. Last attack of the half, potentially. Shut down Frankie de Jong there again. That is a very, very boring half. A couple of chances here and there for Barcelona. None really of note for ourselves. And there's definitely been some better FIFA being played on this career mode. But yeah, one chance for ourselves. Wasn't very well, as you can see on the radar. It was Kimmich from way out, but it got blocked, and a couple of chances for them, but nothing very serious at all. Ball by Renier. Bratberg's pass just sends him wide. Nkunku finds Bratberg. That's a great save, but Oriana's going to clean it up, but he's offside. What an outrageous save that is by Ter Stegen. Our first real attack as well. Done nothing all game. And that is an unbelievable save. And that is that for one of the most boring games I think I've played against a team in, well, one of the top teams at least. An absolute 0-0 draw. I don't know if this goes to extra time. I think it might actually. It does. So didn't actually make any changes during the game. Chance to win now, I guess. Oriana going to make way for Kubo. Bratberg is going to come off for Jonathan David. And Nkunku off for Ampadu. And Hopefully that change up top might spark some creativity. And that is that. That is the end of extra time. And this game is going to be decided on penalties. We had a couple of chances, to be fair. We had the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside, and now it's all down to fate. Jonathan David, our natural penalty taker up first, top right where he usually goes. The keeper saves it. Griezmann. Keeper saves that, I guess is left. David Neres puts it on the middle, but Ter Stegen equal to that as well. Dembele left of keeper, to the right of the keeper. So not a good start. Renier this time put it right. 3 misses in a row. Souček gives us a glimmer of hope. Takefusa Kubo, top left. 4 misses in a row. And the man, the myth, the legend, Lionel Messi steps up. He misses as well. 7 misses out of 8 penalties. Joshua Kimmich to keep us in the game. Which he does. The dog goes mental. So Barcelona, I think if they score this, they win. Montiel. He's put it wide. Oh, we're back in the game. This has been an absolute tragedy of penalty shootout. Diego Carlos this time. Middle of the goal. I'm lucky I moved that around. Keeper stays, but naturally it takes us away from Oscar. Steps up. And he misses as well. Oh, wow. The arguably the worst penalty shootout you will ever see in your life. And we emerge victorious. Oh wow. But hey, we're in a final. We are into a final. So we seem to find ourselves a repeat of last year's Copa del Rey final against Atletico in the Supercopa final this time. A nice little precursor. I mean, big if you like the Atletico versus Villarreal of Valladolid storyline, you're gonna love the next few episodes because we're playing them 3 times in 2 episodes, with another game against them here, and then we'll have one more going into next month. But a chance to add a little bit of silverware to our cabinet to regain the Supercopa Cup after not even making it last year and winning it in our second season. But yeah, now we're here. I think we should have enough time on the calendar in between the Leganes game, which we will be able to rest players for, to more or less play a full strength side here, which I'm pretty happy to do. Team looked pretty fit, and after the shambles of the penalty shootout, hopefully raring to go. Chances, our first chance at our bit of silverware. As I think we're in an Atletico actual stadium. Obviously, the fans will be split half and half, I imagine, but a chance for us to do the 2 of 3 games on the trot against Atletico Madrid. Be nice to have that over them. Atletico playing some very, very nice football. That is a hell of a strike. Very, very good goal. Got handed to him. Goretzka finishing off a very, very nice move. with them bastard red gloves on. Just passed around us, putting on a little bit of a show. Didn't change player quick enough just to close him down. Created way too much room for him, and Atletico Madrid get a goal against us. Good ball by Kimmich. And that's a penalty, ref, surely. Come on. Go to ground like that against anyone with 4-star skills. I'm going to take that chance to burb a spin inside. Manu Sanchez gets a yellow card for his troubles. And David Neres wins us a very nice penalty. Hopefully we can take him a little bit better than against Barcelona. Jonathan David on the penalty. Top right. He's put that one away this time. You'd think after going top right so many times the keepers would go that way as well, but hey ho, cheers FIFA. And just before half time as well, I think that was 10 minutes before half time, we're back in the game. And that is that for the first half. Much more entertaining than the first half against Barcelona, than the 120 minutes against Barcelona, but that wasn't very difficult at all. And we got a bit of a game on our hands. Atletico becoming a bit of a rival for us, especially this season. And towards the end of last season with the Copa del Rey, getting a nice little hatred for each other. No, Goretzka's there again. Offering too much space when they go forward. That late run once again for Goretzka. Who's that? Kimmich, just let the man go. Poor defensive awareness from him, considering the player that he is. But once again, we find ourselves behind. Chance to break you, 3-on-2. Renier's held his run well. And he finishes it off very, very coolly. Coolly or calmly? Choose your pick. But very nice cut inside. I tried to do the little heel-to-heel chop inside, but decided not to go with that the game. It worked out in the end. Felipe had to turn around, couldn't catch up to Renier. And it's a cool, calm and collected finish from our Brazilian. Good ball by Nkangu. Breaks Kimmich away. 1-on-1, Jonathan David. Ref! Surely! It's got to be... I don't know, it'll be a red card. It'd be harsh to give a red card for that. But free kick. Time for some changes, I think. Renier's looking a little tired, so is Neres. And Oriana, to be fair, so... We'll go Almada, Bratberg, and Kubo. And hopefully we can get the job done. Kubo. There's the goal, lads. Takafusi Kubo hasn't done much for the last couple of seasons in terms of goals, but popping up here in the final with a bit of a rocket underside of the bar. Always looks nice when it goes in off the bar. And pick that one out, Jan Black. Last 3 minutes of the 90. Hopefully we can hang on and get the ball into the right area. Backstick, someone lurking. That's not what we were going to aim for. I think that was Almada out there. I was making the run into the box, but 3 minutes gone, and that is that. We get ourselves the first bit of silverware of the season. Hopefully the first of a bit more. Looking for that Premier League, La Liga trophy, of course. And here we are. lifting our third bit of silverware in as many years. To be fair, 3 years, three trophies, two of which are this the Super Coppa. We're a bit like Arsenal, the Arsenal of the La Liga at the moment, and our main man alongside Upamecano, Joshua Kimmich, lifts the Super Coppa trophy, and that's a nice little one to add halfway through the season. So following the Super Coppa final, we do have an interesting transfer offer for Nuno Tavares, our second choice left back at the moment, and 38 million from Wolfsburg. I'm going to try and try and get a little bit more of them. But if I can sell him for 40, I'd be very, very happy actually, because considering he's not even a starter for us. If we start at 54 million and send out the assistant manager, get 150,000 from winning that, and also PSV have agreed a deal with Sean Morrison. So unfortunately, with 6 months left on his contract, and 2 years at the club, Moza will be moving on at the end of the season, alongside us, I imagine. So we do actually manage to get an offer accepted for Tavares, 41 million in the end. That's been agreed between us and Wolfsburg. I will be accepting that. It's very, very, very good amount of money to be getting in for an 81 rated. Obviously, he's got very, very good potential, but considering this is our last season, and this might be able to give us a chance to get in a new face come the end of the transfer window. I do have my eye on this lad, Mohamed Ittaren, a youngster from the Netherlands, whose stats look to be decent. He can play probably wide or through the middle, but definitely some other options available to us. We'll see what opens up come to the end of the transfer window, but focus back onto the league really, and Leganes do have a Copa del Rey first leg tie, a first round tie against Valencia after this. Despite being the current holders, I won't be gunning for a big game, but considering the two teams that we have to play before and after Valencia, we can still field a decent enough side to compete against that. So in the terms of the league, Jonathan David will make way for Bratberg, James Rodriguez for Orellana, Almada for David Neres, Nkanku for Ampadu, Hernandez for Tavares, and could Wakabe his final appearance for the side, and that should be strong enough to compete and hopefully get a result against Leganes, who I believe they are usually way down there, way down the bottom. It's no different there. Leganes in 19th, 12 points all season, and then the following game will be against Deportivo in the league, who are one place above them. So a nice couple of simulations that we'll be able to get through. Hopefully we can do the business. And there we go. A 4-0 victory. James Rodriguez getting a brace alongside Nkanku on the goals again in the simulation. And David Neres adding to his tally for the season, but a very comfortable 4-0 victory for Leganes against Leganes. Sees us nicely into the Valencia game, which, to be honest, I think I might actually just simulate that as well. Play a strong side, obviously, but just to get through this season a little bit more quickly. I'm gonna go for the simulation. Obviously, it's always a risk, and we're away from home, but not massively focused currently. Kike Perez, on in a little bit of game time. Yeah, why not? Give him a chance. Why not? Feeling nice. Jonathan David, Nkunku, David Neres. We'll play Kike Perez there. Diego Carlos for Upamecano. Bring Hernandez back in, and that should be strong enough despite having that Perez in the midfield. I think I'm pretty confident about that. And, see how we get on against Valencia. A tough game, no doubt. And it is tough. Alan St. Maximum, formerly and currently of Newcastle in real life, a brace against us, sees us dip out of the Copa del Rey in the first round this season. So it's a bit of a trend. We went all the way to the final season 1, out first round season 2. Back to the final and winning it season 3, and then out in the first round again, as Nuno Tavares does move on to Wolfsburg. Theo Hernandez, of course, as soon as we leave, get rid of our left back, gets injured the day after, but it's only for a day, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And FC Bayern Munich have paid the £41 million release clause for our young Welshman Ethan Ampadu. 41 million for Ampadu is a hell of a lot of money. I know he grows into a decent player, but I mean, between the money from him and Tavares, it gives us 70 million to work with. We could potentially get in a big player. As Real Madrid come in for a 71 million offer for Jonathan David. Absolutely not going to happen. No chance of that. James Rodriguez, consider it. And Appa, you will need to work very hard to get in front of Theo Hernandez, to be honest. But let's take a look. Put James Rodriguez back into the side for now, and we can play a strong side against Deportivo, is it? Yeah. Back on the sim again. Hopefully we can continue our charge alongside what's it called? Atletico Madrid, which we do with a 2-0 win, Renier and Almada, and we get through those easy La Liga games without any hiccup. And that is where we shall end it, I think, for this episode. We make it through January and the rest of what was December pretty successfully, I'd say. We got some silverware, first silverware of the season, the 3-2 win over Atletico Madrid. Obviously, unfortunate to get knocked out in the round of 32 of the Cup, but an away trip to Valencia was always going to be difficult considering the circumstances. It's not a massive shame. We do have a chance now to focus more on the league and have fresher legs for those important league games come the end of the season. But an important month coming up, more or less. Next episode we'll see the away tie in La Liga against Atletico Madrid, a chance to potentially bunny hop them into first place. But we will have to wait and see. Also, our round of 64 or 32 in the Europa League kicks off against Club Brugge. Hopefully we can get results there and make our way through the season. But that is that for this episode. If you've enjoyed, leave a like. If you haven't, leave a dislike and a comment. If you want to stay up to date with any of the other series or up to date with this series, you can subscribe. That helps me out massively. And that is that. I've been Davis. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.